All right, 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 all right. Oh, there we go. There it is. Hey, what do you know? We're live. Good morning, snow. Morning snow. Good morning, snow. How are you? Do I never ask how you guys are? Because that's not cool. I gotta be a better person. How you doing, Snow? Are you good? Felix, what's up? How are you? How am I? I'm all right. Thank you. Oliver, hello. Happy Father's Day. Thank you. My puppy's dead. Yeah. I'm no longer a father. Not of a living pup. But for any fathers out there, happy Father's Day. All right. You are great. I'm good. Thank you. I'm good. It's Sunday. We got a weekly. We got momentum. We got shifting. We've got trades that are all going the wrong way. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's great. It's great. 7:57. Holy frijoles. Well, what does the weekly look like, ladies and gentlemen? What does it look like? Well, I mean, it looks good. Weekly looks good, everybody. Would really like to close on the bullish side of things. Would really like to close above this high, which is 90.90. It would appear that that is not going to happen, although it may. It may. We're 89.92 right now, currently in a little dump fest. So we'll see if the bulls show up in the next 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes ish. Yeah, ballpark, something like that. But bullish nonetheless, right? So the big deal, right, is to close above last week's open. Last week opened at 87.36. We are currently trading at 89.82. Is that bullish? Yes. All right. I personally would like to close above this doji over here, and the high on that puppy is 90.90. We got some work to do if we want to close above that. We need another $108 in the next few seconds. 19, 20, 22, 20. Oh my! Look at the time. It's cruising over here. Look at that. Look at that right there. 30 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, 30 seconds. I know, you're waiting in, what do you call it? Bating breath. Waiting and baiting breath. You know what I'm talking about. Something like that, right? So we're all waiting. That's what we do. We are waiting. Okay, there it is. There is the weekly candle close. June 16, 2019, opened up at 76.35. Remember those days back in the 7s? Hit a high of 93.88. A low 75.16. Closed it out 89.75 on the dot for a increase $1,340. 17% on the corn since this time last week. Wow. Could have put a buy order in right when we did the close, and you would have been up 17%. It's fantastic. Not bad for doing nothing, right? Just buying the corn. Buy the corn, you get paid. Not bad. So let's talk about it, right? That is closing above yesterday's low, last week's high is bullish, right? That's a good move, right? So the bulls are very happy about that move right there. I would have liked to see him close over here, but hey, whatever. I don't get what I want. And that's fine. That is fine, right? So that's pretty good. All things considered is pretty good. It's heated up pretty well. We're good over here as far as MACD is concerned. RSI took a big dip, but we're solid, right? We cruised all the way up to almost 80 on the weekly, right? We're down to 71. It's high, right? It's high, of course, expect a pullback, right? But, I can't get over these levels over here just untouched. At least 65. But hey, whatever. Maybe we just run. Maybe we just run. We creeped into, 91, 92, 93, almost 94. It's like it just kept going, right? And going and going and going. But we do have some long-term trends to deal with. We do have some levels to deal with for sure. This level over here on the weekly is going to be a thing, even just body-wise around 95. So we have some things to deal with. But overall, weekly is looking strong. It's looking strong. A pullback is healthy. If we're going to call this a pullback, I don't even know what to say because that is barely a pullback. We didn't even get to a 382. I don't even think that's a 236. I don't really want to turn this on because it's going to be a bit of a nightmare. Let's see here. Yeah, the bearish bat did not play out, unfortunately. Invalidated by excessive trading. All you buyers invalidated my pattern. So let's see. From the high, which I would have to change this. Oh, no, I can't change that. So from the 90 high down, right? We barely got the 236. I mean, that was it. 23.6% off from the how many of these do I have? Dear, oh my God. We're not on the weekly all that often, so there's like hidden stuff as I make it smaller. All right, so let's take a look at the daily. Shall we? We shall. We shall. Yeah, there's the old bat. The old bat didn't make it. The old bat didn't make it. I forgot to look at the crab because I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head. One of these goes up to like a 127 or what is this? 29. Nah, I think that'd be too much anyway. But like a 1618, like that's a 12. Where is it? That's a 127 here. So even then, that one would fly. 14. You got ones that are 13%. That's that. 1414 would be up here. But I got to look those patterns up because this throws it all off. This being a 50 pullback, right, off of that move. So whatever. Anyway, make a long story short, it didn't work and I was wrong and move on because that's what I do. All right, so June, what? 15, 16, 15? Did we not get the new candle? What the hell's going on here? Is that right? Shouldn't that say... Oh, no. Well, yeah, no, it's still... Yeah, okay, we're good. All right. Sorry. My bad. Let me get my bearings here. 88.56 was the open. 93.88 was the high. We hit a low of 87.99 and 70 cents. Closed it out at 89.75 for an additional $114.77, up 1.3%. That was yesterday's candle. Good close. So far today, buying has come in. Not strong, but it's there nonetheless. Showing no volume yet on the daily candle, but we are up so far $50. Boom, boom, bang, bang. Very nice. All right, let's take a look at the chat over here. Felix, ETH looks slightly worse. Does it? Does it? ETH looking worse on the weekly. Yeah, you are 100% correct about that, my friend. ETH is looking worse. This is, yeah, man, I can't remember the name of it. Marabuzzo? Marabuzzo. Kind of like when the candle heights on two consecutive candles are like almost identical. But this one does have a upper shadow or a higher wick. Support down on the 7 and 9. So all in all things considered, not bad. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, not bad. Definitely slightly worse. You are 100% right about that. Where are the arrows pointing down? They were on there. They were on there. Let's see, BTC, USD. They're right there. They're behind the T1 and T2. You got to remember the time frame we were looking at for that was, I think we were looking at the 1 hour, but you can see it right here on the 4 hour. You just got to zoom out, my friend. There they all are. Yep. I'll tell you what, it would have been a great play. Smashing play. But it's invalidated now. Like I said, I gotta go back and check. There's a crab pattern. Unfortunately, I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but it's an extension pattern. So it's very similar to BAT. They're all very similar, but they all have very specific ranges or thresholds, which you can see. Nah, don't line up. We must have done this on the hourly. They all have very specific ranges that's not right either. 24? So I don't think we did it on the daily, did we? It's not a pattern I would normally put on the daily. But it is. Look at that. Bang, bang. Yeah, so it's a pattern. I can't remember off the top of my head. I believe it's a crab or a deep crab, in which this extension target would be like a 1.3 up to like a 1.6, 1.618. So like it would still be valid like all the way up here and then come crashing down, but only if these maintain, right? So from the X to the A, right, that's your impulse leg. So you're straight on that. But the measurement from the retrace back to X needs to be a specific number, right? This is a 50% retrace. Like a Gartley needs to be a 618. And then you have like a butterfly needs to be like a 382. So like very specific requirements. So I got to go back and check the deep crab. They may still be something here, but I'll have to do that on my own time. It would have been a great pattern, but you know what? Look, when you're wrong, you're wrong. You move on. I was wrong. I move on. That's it. All right. Hector, BTG USD, BNB USD, OBI USD. Please, thank you. Jeez. Holy crap. Take it easy. We'll get there. All right. BTG, USDT, BNB, USDT, OBITE or GBITE, because it ain't going to come up like that. GBITE. USDT. Okay. There you go. It has been updated up top. LTC BTC. All right. rapid fire, my friends. Bitcoin Gold. Hit BTC. Yikes. Yikes. Look at this mofo right here, huh? All right. Well. If we don't have a non-double bottom Adam Eve-ish, nah, I don't like it. Could be slightly cup and handle-ish. Slightly. Let's say if we did take a look at that real quick, what would we be getting out of this? Let's go ballpark on the top. Okay. All right. Expecting a pullback if we consider this, which it's not the greatest looking bowl. Let's be real. It's a little sharp on the bottom. Not exactly a rounded move over here, nor is it very graceful coming down. But let's at least get the idea out of the way so that we can take a look at it properly. I have to call the top of the cup right here. And let's see, a shallow pullback to the 382 would put you at around 22. A mid pullback at the 5 throws you around 19. And a deep pullback, 618, brings you to 17. Let's see. A healthy retest over here is fine. We already got the retest over here for structure, so you're good on that. Come up, make another higher move, come back down, retest structure again. So this is just looking like a strong trend. This is cool right here. All right, so minus the other noise, right? Let's just take a look at just trend. All right, so we've gone away from trend, right? So now we have to start a new trend, right? We've exhausted that trend. Okay, we got away from it here as well. So what's happening is we're continuing to increase our arc, right? We're continuing to increase the severity of price up within time. So it's something to keep in the back of your head. I don't know if I kind of want to mess around with this guy right here. All right, so let's do that for now. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Now let's take a closer look. Now, as far as price coming down, right? Here's your down, right? Here's your reversal candle. One push up, down. There's your first higher low. And then you got a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, all the way up. Right, so key levels of importance here. Did we come back to test this zone right here? We sure did right there, so we're straight on that. These levels up top, did we test these yet? Not yet. All right, so this would be next target area. Before we even do anything, right, this is sort of like that needs to be messed with. All right, so we'll make that red because we're going to need to mess with that. You see over here, we missed it, right? That was a miss. No good. All right, let's get rid of this for now. Let's put a new one up. So we'll drop down. The overall retracement, right, is almost back to 1, right? It's almost a full 100%. So if we were like from down here to down here, all right, getting all the way back to 32.77 is ideal, right? That's what we want. We got stopped out at the 886, 30 and change, right? Did it react? That's what we want to see. On the way up, did it react to the 2.3? It sure did right here. Stopped out, no problem. Up to the 3.8 level. 3.8, it looks like it blew right by. It blew by the 3.8 and got stopped at the 5. Look at that, perfectly right on the 5. Pulled all the way back to the 236. So we can say with some degree of certainty that it respects the fibs, right? From 5 down to 2.3, that's a perfect move. Pushed all the way back up. Where did it stop this time? Right at the 706. 706 is a created number, but it's a number that we use quite often in crypto, so that works. 706 pulled back down. Where to? Right to the 5. 5, bang, push all the way back up. Cleared the 7-8, right, with only a little bit of hesitation. You can see right there, found support, but it really pushed for the 8-8. It got the 8-8, came right back down to where? Support on the 618, and now we're pushing back up. So expect the next move you want to hit is going to be a full 1-to-1. That's the plan. Now, all that being said, let's take a look at the first big dive down. That's this guy right here. And let's go right here and let's put some extensions on. See how it respected the push up, right? So from the push, did we respect the 1-6 on the way up? That's right where we closed, hesitation, retest, and push. So I'll take that. The 2-6 on the way up. We kind of slammed it, skipped it really, and we went right for the 3-6. All right, so 3-6, it's cleared, good. Came all the way back down. Push, 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 push. 4-2. 4-2, okay, again, stopped out just temporarily for the day, but really not much going here. So we're going to need a bigger pullback. We want to see where this happened. There it is, right here. All right, so your 2-6, right? Your 2-6 right here, that's your clip out point. 1-6, that's your clip out point. So targets on here, if you are to push up past the 1, where are you going to go? Right? Generally speaking, you're going to the 127 unless you have targets before that, right? 3-6 is right before it. 4-2-3 is right in between the 1-2 and the 1-4. So my first target area would be 37.36 after a breach of 32.77. If that makes sense, right? You cool with that? Now let's get the big target, right? Let's get the money maker. Let's get the money maker. I don't really like this wick. It's kind of aggressive. A little bit. All right. Give me 1 second. I'll fix it. Hold on. Calm down. Calm down. Everything's okay. All right. Where are we at here? All right. All right, so let's see. 2, 3, 6. 198. 198. God damn, are you kidding me? Look at how crazy this is in log, right? If we were to put this in like auto, you'd be like, right, in regular. Look at that. Look how disastrous that looks. But that just goes to show you, right? There's so much to gain, right? That's fantastic. That's if, Bitcoin Gold can rally up another year, and if that's the case, I mean, it seems to be, it's got volume, right? Not a ton over here, but through the summertime, it had a ton of volume. Unfortunately, everybody was selling. But this is, this is good. This is good. So if you were long term, really just headed for the 2-3 as your target, and you got in today, and you sold at 198. 619%. Okay. So, yeah. That's not bad. It's not bad. There you go. Bitcoin Gold. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. All right. Yes. Aaron. What's up, bud? What's up? What's going on? BTG Bitcoin Gold. Yes, I know. I'll survive. Thanks. LTCB. Yeah, we're getting to it. We got BNB next. BNB USDT. All right, so what happened to BNB over here? BNB doing some things, doing some things, doing some things. All right. So within the uptrend, right, we can see a few things to point out, right? A 1, 2, 3. That's like a 3 drive right here, right? And then you got this sort of like weird, aggressive, parabolic, right? It's just like this whole section is just like weird, right? But then you got another triple, right? 1, 2, 3, right? And then you got a deeper pullback, right? That's a deeper cut, much more so than these little shallow, micros. And then you got another weird parabolic, right? Just like this. Big time up, cut, up, right? So big time up, cut, up, right? Up got cut short, pullback. So I don't think we're ready for a deep pullback. We just got a pretty deep one right here. So we'll probably give that a little bit more time, make some more gains, and then push for a big pullback, right? So maybe a couple more micros, but you can see it's like trend exhaustion will show like rounded tops or like much less aggressive higher highs. Like this higher high is barely over this high, right? So pretty crappy trend as far as all things considered, right? This trend is good. Slow and steady wins the race. This is all good, right? This is an ideal trend. It's not the greatest cycle, right? But it's pretty good. Like once you got this high over here, you came back down. You didn't test any previous structure. Came up here, you got this high, you came down here. This is proper, right? You come up here, you come back down here, bang, proper. Come up here, come down here, there's nothing. It's just vacant, right? Vacancy. And then you come up. Now, this is very similar to what we're doing right now, right? If you were into fractals, this would be like, that's what you're looking at, right? So you come up here, you go down, a little nosedive down, a little deeper cut, right? Comes back, not really structure high, but you get a structure low, right? So almost like a double bottom. Push back up again, rounded top. So this one you got a little bit more parabolic, right? A little rounded top up top, flat out on the top, double top, push down, retest structure highs. Okay, that's cool. Come back up again, come back down, test nothing but thin air, push back up, swing fail to make a higher high over here, come all the way back down here for a deep cut, but the deep cut does get you something. It's not exactly a good level at all. It's just a high of the swing low. So there must have been a lot of momentum pushing this one down. Like even the MA couldn't hold it, right? This is the blue, that should be your 50 MA. That couldn't even hold it, right? It blasted through it, came back down, retested it, and then the next day pushed up over it, came back down and flipped it properly, right? So even that's probably why this level over here is just a crappy level. I would think they were trying to pump the brakes on selling right here, and allowable would have been the tops right here, like this little resistance area. That would have been fine, right? But it just like kept on going. So any event, right? Then we pushed up, small pullback, push up, small pullback, pushed up, right? And now you got your pullback, right? Which doesn't really test anything. And then again, you got another pull, another push up, and then another pull right here, right? So we could see we've been using the 20, right? The red. We've been using this, limping along, limping along, limping along, limping along. So every now and then, the pullback is deep enough to get some help off of the 20. What's happening, though, if you start getting exhausted on that, you start using it too much, eventually, she's going to give out on you. When she does, right, you pray that the 50 will catch, right, which it did right here. Let's see, did it do it anywhere else? Yeah, in the very beginning of the trend, right, because it came from way the hell over here. You know what I mean? So it started like, while it was passing along, it's like, yeah, let me hook you up real quick. But this was the first time it needed it. this is pretty key. You know, that's important to remember. All right. So as we come up, and now we're at our new high, right? So our new high is sitting somewhere around 36, 36. Now, what did we say way back when? What are our levels right here? All right, so 30, 50, 33, 31, 37, 32 is what we're looking at, and then 56, 98. So those levels are still relevant. 37 some, right? Whatever that aqua line is. 37, 24 it looks like. So for us to get there now, we got a little work to do. First off, let's clean up some of this garbage. Way too much junk on the chart. Oh, get out of here. Okay, it's a little cleaner. This was our swing fail. That's still relevant. Pushed up over, came back for a retest, so we're good. Retested again, we're good. We're currently trading under the 7 and 9, which is these two guys right here on the daily, with support on the 20. So this is, that's not good. What is good is support on your trend line, right? So you have support on your trend. With a new trend over here emerging, we could try to get an idea on where this thing could head to, at least where support may be, right? Didn't do much on this one, so again, probably heavy momentum from somebody else. Not going to mention any names, but maybe Bitcoin. Putting a lot of pressure down, so again, but it was an instant wick, right? Bought right back up, at least on the daily. So it was eaten up properly. No need to worry about it. Right here, though, these two yellow lines, right? This level of support is really where we're just finding all of this trading going on, right? The last few days. You need to break out of that. And ideally, for the bullish side, right, you need to get up over those the lower EMAs. Downward pressure, right? Not looking great. RSI, not looking great. Still above 50s. So all things considered, you do have higher lows on the RSI, and you do have higher lows on your price. So everything's within reason. It just needs to make up its mind and actually do something. There shouldn't be struggle here. You know, all of this price action is very new, right? These are all new all-time highs, right? Every day is new all-time high, all-time high, all-time high. So there shouldn't be a struggle here. If it's trying to create its own struggle, that's for when we come back to it. So TTM's got momentum to the upside, right? So everything is kind of pointing towards ride this trend if need be until you get up over this line here. This guy, right? Because that's going to be your new target area. Let me move this over. That's going to be your new target area, right? You need to cross this barrier now just to get up to your next level, right? Next level is literally right next door. So it's like stopping there doesn't really seem to make too much sense. Your high at that point would just be barely anything over your current high, but that's what we got last time as well, right? We got our new high is barely anything, all things considered, right? 35.48 to 36.39, not a huge difference. Not when the highs you were making over here were much higher, right? So your high over here was 25.44, and then your next high was 27.62. So a much bigger difference in height, right? This channel that is building over here, this, you know, resistance, 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 right? That channel along with this bottom. So if I just do this real quick, something along those lines. So that channel is proving to sort of be your next out, right? This breakout right here proved to be a false break, you know, or at least you gave everything right back. So there's not a whole lot of weight put into that level. This might be a slower grind. right? We might have to slow it down a little bit, right? Ease off the gas just a little bit, push up for another high, and then at that point, we might be coming back for a deeper cut. You know, we got that one deep cut right here. Coming back to 25.18 would really make the most sense. So I don't think we're ready to do that just yet, right? Momentum, you know, momentum is up, right? So if we just maintain momentum to the upside, push for that new higher. Oh, man, thanks. Fresh coffee. Fresh coffee. So if we maintain momentum to the upside push, I'd like to see 37.24 minimum, right? That really is minimum. And then I'd like to get into the 40s, right? If we hit the 423, we can complete this area, and then we can start moving on to, you know, greener pastures, right? From 42, here's a little, not a trick, but here's just something I do from time to time. I don't know. So if you take your fib, right, and you take your low, right, and you take a fictitious high, you know what I mean? You just get an idea on what a respectable pullback would look like, right? So if we did hit the 423, pulling back to the 618 from there only gets us to 27, where my level right here gets us right on the 709. 709 in crypto works, like, well. So I would be totally cool with that. Now, if I wanted to adjust it, you just drag it. This is only to get ideas, right? So let's say this was our level. And let's say BNB only pulls back to the 618. It does it all the time, every freaking time. 618, 618, 618. Okay, well then you just marked your high. And where's your high? 36.30. Where are we at right now? 36.36. 618. So you answered your own question if you felt like this has to be a 618. Right? If that's the case, then you hit your high and you're done. Right? You short it down to here and you buy long. Poof. And you're out of here. So it's just something it's something that you could do. I do it pretty often to get generalized ideas, target areas, zones, what would make the most sense for the next high, what would a strong pullback be, does it need a strong pull, yada, 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 all that crap. All right, so anyway, that's BNB. G-Bytes, our old friend, G-Byte, our old friend. Okay. It's clearly enough of that jazz. You know, I should start trading G-Byte. Because look at these freaking wicks, right? How many times do I tell you the same thing over and over again? Just put these freaking sell orders, like, way the hell up here. Just whatever. Someone's gonna buy it. They always do. Look at this crap. Yeah, like, here's the thing. As long as you have the generalized idea of trend, then it's actually pretty safe, right? So your general scope of trend right now is up. So it would kind of be a counter trend trade if you were long, like super long. But I mean, I'm serious, man. Let's just say you wanted 25%. Let's just say. Freaking candle went 50. What about this? Let me get this thing over here. 50%. That's stupid. What about even the little guy? 20%. What about this little guy? Right here, this little guy. 14%. So, like, here's a thought. Here's a money maker. Right? You buy the candle and just set sell targets 10%. Right? Whatever. Right? And like during the course of that day, it'll probably get hit. So regardless of the price action, it's almost like, who even cares? It doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? Because you'll eventually get 10%. You know? You do need a bullish candle, is what it looks like. But even then, right, you had a bearish candle, you still got it. 10%. 10%. 10%. All right, look at this. You could have done it every day of the week over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 days. You buy the open, you sell at 10. You buy the open, you sell at 10. You buy the open, you sell at 10. Buy the open, sell at 10, 10, 10. Bang. 70%, 70 days. You heard it here first. Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Start trading G-Byte. I have made heaps. Good. I'm happy for you, Snow. I really am. This is only traded on Bittrex? Snow? Is that right? Looks like Trex only, at least as far as that's concerned. Finally what? Holy freaking corn. Corn's at 92, guys. Take it easy. 92. The hell was I looking at here? I don't know. It's going to... O-Byte. O-Byte, baby. Bittrex and Upbit. What? Like the daily volume is 15 grand. Snow, who are you trading? Yourself? Are you the only one on the other side? Finally, you think you should trade it. Listen, I'm all for trading anything. All right? I mean, let's break it down real quick. The market cap is 26 million. Okay? Cap rank 188. You're in the T200. 24-hour volume 30,000 is not good. Circulating supply 703 with a total supply of 1 million. That's great. You got 3 quarters already out. Very nice. 30-day volatility 44%. 7-day volatility 21%. GBrite USD price 38.18. BTC is 4,000s, and on ETH it's 0.13. So, O-Byte price movement in an hour 2.2%, in a day 5%, 7 days 3%, and then since then it's been down, right? Down 5, down 5, down 10, down 2 over 90 days. 200 days though, you'd be at 30%. Percent of total market cap 0.0094. Organization structure centralized, hierarchical. Hierarchical. Cool with that? See, DAG for consensus. Blockchain is DAG. Updated with an invalid date. Analysis score is 67. Communication channels are good. Team strength is okay. Product strength is great. Coin strength is great. Business company strength is not good. Brand awareness buzz is good. Advisory board strength unavailable. Activity on social media not good. Average daily ROI 0.08. Average monthly ROI minus 1123. Total ROI 91%. Volatility trailing 30 days 44. Volatility trailing 7 days 21.46. Look, I'm going back to my theory. You're going to freaking buy it and put 10% sell orders. I mean, that's it, right? I don't know what you want me to do with this thing. You do have a symmetrical triangle on the daily chart, looking good. A breakout would be phenomenal. With a retest is what we're looking for before we have further upside. Something like that. All right, so a good push to the upside would at least get us out of this crap zone over here. I'll tell you what though, it's on fire right now, right? It is really good. It's cooking. RSI just crossed the 50, sitting at 51. MACD signal lines a go. Good push on the histogram. Very nice. I even threw money flow on here. Money flow is up. It's up to 50. Holy crap. And TTM, the good old-fashioned squeeze box. Squeezing along. This thing fires. It fires well, especially on the daily. First target area, since we're not going to count this ridiculous wick right here, would be the swing fail line up here. So your first target, essentially, we're going to skip that one. We'll call it $58, give or take. We do need to get out of this zone. Everything under here, right? Everything under here is no good. We want to be out of there, right? This, was it? G-Byte was the one, right? But not the, so the 2.6 is your next like real target. So that's 65 up to the 2.6. That's right here. This is the one that was like 2,400% to the 236. That's just right here. So when it's at $299, I think Snow owes me something. Something amazing. I'm not sure. Right? I think we're all going to be on the yacht together, right? We're all millionaires when we hit the 236. Pretty sure. I think Snow said that. I don't want to put words in her mouth, but I'm pretty sure Snow's like, I got you guys. It's all good. Especially for the dozen of us or so that are here every day. we're the small fam, you know what I mean? All right, so yeah, that's G-Byte in a nutshell. You are pushing on that symmetrical triangle pretty well. It's almost inevitable that we will cross it at some point today. I'd like to see resistance on this green line, push back down for a retest. That could happen on just the 4 hour is okay with me. And then further upside this, I wouldn't pay any attention to at all. But you do have local resistance coming right away. That's that green box right here. And right now you got your 50 daily MA is just chilling there, right? So that'll inevitably be your first real test for resistance. I would not be surprised if you hit that today at all, especially the way this thing trades. It's only 5% away, so it's well within its tolerance of, percent giving. And that'll happen right around $40, $40.23. All right? That's what nice, totally. Buy you a beer. A beer? No, you owe me $100 at 2,400%. Hold on. I'll find it. We talked about this. Where is it? There you are. That. Yeah, we want some percentages over here. That's what we want. All right, so let's do it again for Snow because she has a short memory. She doesn't want to owe anybody. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that was it's only 700%. I'm sorry. What didn't we do something that was like 2,400%? I could have sworn we did. Maybe back to all-time high? Yeah, that's what it was. Let's go somewhere in that ballpark. That's not even all-time high, but that's the trend. Trend stoppers at 3,100. That is the all-time high. Okay, back to all-time high, 3,142%. Can we do it? Can we get this coin up to 1,164? What do you think? Yes! I got 2 G-Byte, baby! That's what I'm talking about. You're the best. Thanks, no. I'm gonna hold those in my memory, my streaming memory. I'll have to like dedicate like a little window, like a box somewhere on the stream. It's like current G-Byte price. All right, there you go. Oh, bite. Look to break. Look to break the sim try. All right. LTC BTC. All right. For all those watching, Bitcoin has slowed down temporarily. 91.59. Need the play by over here. It's right now. It's pushing up just a little bit. 91.60. 91.64. All right. Anyway, clearly I'm having too good of a time. All right. Rejection at the trend line. Right here. Bang, bang, smash, boom. All right. LTC, BTC. There's two camps. One is the Litecoin cannot go down before the halving camp. And the other camp is dump the dumpster fire. So, I don't know what to tell you guys. We can only go by what we see. What we see is a lower high swing fail, no problem. Push back down, finding support right now on our trend. Yeah, this is a buy box. That's a buy box. Buy box down at the 382. 382 should provide support for a pushback up to the upside. If it fails, then of course we are looking down at the 50 for support, which is hovering somewhere around the 50 mark. Something like this, you would want to put tighter stops on because you don't want to hold it through every level, right? You don't want to say, I failed 382, I'll try the 50. I failed the 50, I'll try the 618. I failed the 619, I'll try the 6. At that point, you might as well just buy the 709 and be done with it. So, all things considered, right? This is what we talk about all the time, right? We talk about the trend. Talk about the trend. Overall macro view, it's a lower high. Okay, you got a high, a low, and a lower high. Macro view, we are in a downtrend. Okay, since December, we started a local uptrend. Okay, it's local. It's local to current price action, not full historic. All right, so for trend, we got a trend line down here on the first two tops, right? This price action right here is basically your swing high before the low that gave you reversal. So there's weight to it. It's actually over here, but it's close enough. Clipped out on the top, flipped it right here. So flipped it from resistance to support, rode it, flipped it back again to resistance, right? Rode that for a minute, pushed back up over it, found it again for support. So we like this line, right? We're nowhere near it currently, but we do like that line for the future. Push back down. Now we found support, drop down to our lower tier, right? So what used to be our support line broke, fell through, pushed up, found resistance. Now we know the line's legit. It's properly been flipped. Push back down. Now we had to create a new line. Now what we did with this line was we just simply copied it, right? So sometimes when you're trading an asset that has repeatable patterns, even though the trend doesn't look like it makes sense, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in log right now, so it's going to look like super weird. But trends can be functional even when they don't look like they're proper. By taking the slope of previous price action bound to that asset. Okay? Hope that makes sense. So in other words, that's what I did. And I felt in this case, it was nice. So I liked it. So I kept it. So even with this breakout here and push up, I'm cool. I'm on trend, right? So that's why I say right down here, right, that's our trend. Support on trend. So I expect support from the trend. I expect the 382 to at least push some resistance, which it provided over here, but that's really the 20 MA over the 382, so not that great. Now we did lose our short-term EMAs, right? Those are gone. Right here, you had them. Even during your lapse, you still kept them. Okay, push up, and right here you lost them. So you came down too fast for the EMAs. Now you lose them over here as well. You know, it's not like you don't ever lose them, but this was a much bigger downtrend. All right, so that's your first sign. Things are not good. So in other words, they can be easily reversed, but it takes a good candle to push up over. Now you lose to 20, that's a whole new problem. So on the local side of things, right, over here you're good, right? You lost to 20 only briefly, right? Came back, push up, found support, flip, support. Right here you lost your EMAs, right? And then right here, you tested the 20 and failed it, pushed up for a retest, confirmed failure. So right here was the end of your immediate trend, right? That's your micro trend inside of your local uptrend. When you got the flip over, like I said, one candle, one good candle changes everything. So that one candle literally changed everything, right? You got your EMAs back, you got the crossover the next day, right? And now you're good. You're on fire again. So you have to just be mindful of what everything else is doing, all right? So momentum is to the downside. This could be flipped rather quickly, but let's take a look at history, all right? Once you start, what happens? You start, oh, we flipped. You start, we flipped, right? This is the only time you actually came down and then flipped. You flipped it pretty quick too, right? So keep that in mind. Now back in this trend area, wherever we are here, November 2018, whatever that price action was, so we were in a downtrend, right? And you could see it makes sense, right? We're down more than we're up. So every time we crossed up, we came back down immediately, right? Crossed up, came right back down. Crossed up, came right back. But you're in a downtrend. Now you're in an uptrend. Things look very different, right? You push up, you settle out. You push up, you settle out. You push up, you settle out. Oh, not this time. This time you got a deeper pullback. So that zone right there was a much deeper pullback. That's this right here. All right. So all things considered, looking for the 382, looking for trend to hold. Trend does not hold. It's an entirely different story. Trend does not hold, you flip it back, retest, and push down. Now we're looking for support zones. First level of support zone I'd be looking at is all the way down here. In the 0.0109 zone-ish. 0.01090 zone-ish. Got me? Got me. Good. All right. Cool. EVX, BTC. Everix. All right, Everix had a move, a big old monster move. What do we got here? 151% and 54%. So 200% in 2 days. What is this coin? 23%. 3%. 4%. Oh, okay, because it's not. Yeah, it's just a wick. Gotcha. All right. Well, not exactly sure what you want to look at here. What's the play? What's the idea? Unless you got insider information, I don't know if there's a whole lot we can actually do with this. I mean, got a nice rounded bottom. That's cool. You creep back into range. That's all right. You got these big pushes over here, 19%. I mean, the candle itself went a hell of a lot higher. All right, so the candle itself went 46%. See, you got the 50 back, cross under. You got resistance, local, 7 and 9. Got the 20 providing support. I mean, RSI is dying off. Kind of big time. 48. Took a huge cut down. Another push. All right, so you're under 50 on RSI. That's not good. MACD signal is very close to converging. So none of that's good. Momentum's down on TTM, so that's not good. And it looks like it's got a little further to looks like it's got a little further to go down. Sort of what it's looking like. I mean, on the local side, it's a good push down, good push down, good push down, but this push down here was too low, right? So that's your fail on the low side. So like that's the trend line to hold support. You got this like crazy parabolic trend line to the top. Yeah. That's essentially your trend. So your trend was violated but pulled right back. So that's okay. Currently holding, although it doesn't have much to go on. You do have levels in here that'll help the cause. You got this guy right there. So that could help right the ship, but a lot of things are pointed down here. Pull back to 821. 821. 821. 821 is all the way down here. You want to pull back to a double bottom? Why? What makes you say that? What makes you say it, wall banger? Let's find out what the move did. Why don't we do that? So if this is your bottom, all right, and we'll call that your top-ish. What the hell is it anyway? 41,999. Ay, ay, ay. 41,999. Come on. All right, so what are we looking at here? Well, blew past the 8.8, so that's not good. So anything lower than the 8.86, right? I just kind of like wash my hands with, because you know it's either gonna find support on previous structure, it's gonna make some crap up all by itself and just do it, or it's going back down to 1. So it found support here, which is like, whatever. What is that? Is it a level? I mean, this is a stretch. This is a freaking stretch, let me tell you. I guess weekly level. It's not even your swing low candle. I don't know. I don't like that. All right. Well, I like the resistance. This is okay. Like, it struggled over this level, right? And then find support on the level. I'm cool with that. Sometimes you just got to take a step back, right? So the weekly provides a nice look at things, kind of removing like local bias. So like I would do that and I would be cool with that based off of this. Based off of the resistance it provided here and the support it provided here. Yeah, I'm cool with that. All right, so that being said, yeah, I don't know if I see a full push back down to 1. I mean, clearly things don't look good, but I'll tell you what, if you break that level, you break that trend, then you got a much clearer picture on whether that local is going to hold. Right? So we know it's certainty, right, that we have a trend. That's this guy right here. So we know we have a trend. And we got 1, 2, 3. Well, really 1, 2, 3, 4. So confirmation on trend has been acquired. All right, so we're good. What changes this than anywhere else, right, is support on the 50. Now, you had support on the 50 here, but really, I don't consider that support because of where it came from. You know what I mean? It takes a minute for this thing to start working. It's a lagging indicator. So like when it first touches the candle, it don't really mean shit, right? You kind of want it to be flat and then curling up. That's when you know you have support. So it's becoming flat. Even now, it's not really like, I wouldn't consider it support. It's starting to become support, but that's it. Now your 20, which is this red guy, right? That you could probably tell during local price action on what it's done, right? And like during the reversal period right here, right? It was resistance, 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 flipped on a giant candle, came back down, tested as support, 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 right? Then price gets away from it because it's a 20 MA, right? It's not supposed to be right up on it unless you need it. Well, right now you need it. You need it and you need it. And right now you have it. So I would put more weight into that and the trend. You break the trend, confirm that it's broken, and then sure, the next level I'm looking at would be 89.46 before I go all the way back down to 82.42 ballpark area. Yeah, I'd be looking right here. This is your swing low before the high. This guy. So I'd be looking the top side swing low. 9,004 would be my level. Like right about there. All right. That's if we break, crush, and hold. You can see we broke here. So now you got to go down like the 4 hour. Like, did we close on that break? We did. And what happened? All right. We closed below it. We touched our bottom trend. So that was actually our fail. It's our swing fail, right? A lower, it should have been a higher low. It ended up being a lower low. That's our swing fail to the downside. Came back, tested it as support, closed again within, and then a push above, back test. So you're good. You're reconfirmed on the flip. So you basically snuck down there real quick, took care of business, pushed back up and like, yo guys, I'm back. Right, but then you had a big candle up and you gave it all right back. So these two candles, right, were a wash. So now you have to see what's going to happen. Are we going to push all the way back down, close below on a 4 hour? If you do it again, you have no business being down there. You already took care of business. Business is done. That happened. You're good. There's no reason to come back down unless you want to make lower lows. Then, if you're going to do that, then sure, I'll target this 9,004 area. All right? Cool. Now, momentum's up on the 4 hour. Momentum's up on the 4, right? MACD's working its way back up. Flatline RSI signal wants to go flat, push back up. Way on the downside, right? RSI is creeping around 42. So you got a lot of opportunity on the 4 hour for a bigger move to the upside. I'd be looking closer at that than anything going down. Remember, at that point, like, look at the 4, right? You're fighting trend, right? Low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Technically a higher low on the larger picture, right? Broke down on the micro trend, right? You also got a little bit of a head and shoulders here, right? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline. Neckline is basically this break. So if you do break, then you push down. Cool? Pullback to 8 to 1. Just wondering, maybe we can get some sideways movement for a while. Power BTC. We need to spend more time on that. My bad. No, oh, no need to spend. Yeah, I don't get like little alerts. Sorry, man. Once I'm on the chart, I'm on the chart, and I don't really look over at chat until I'm done with the chart. But yeah. That's cool. Fine, banger. Just take all the time in the world, will you? All right. Power. Power. We need more power. Okay. So we had a nice channel until we didn't. At least we got a retest. Push back down to long-term trend. Yeah, look at that guy right there. That's fantastic. I love it when a plan comes together. So long-term trend actually helped us from further temporary downside. That's one hell of a drop right there. That's pretty impressive. Let's see. We are starting to kind of get our little reverse pattern that we've been looking for. These sneaky little bastages. So, oh man, it's close. Hold on. 1280. Ugh. 1275. Jeez, 5 sats. All right. So on the reverse, if it's going to be a reverse, let's see. Good swing fail. Okay, so we have our low, we have our high, we have our higher low, we have our higher high, and then we have our fail, a low, but then we have some elongated trading, to which we make another swing fail and then a drop. And this drop is lower than our original swing low. However, it's higher than our original low. So, this is what we've been doing. We've been doing that. We've been doing our, which one is it? Price up. Our original swing fail. Okay. We've been taking this move right here, right? The very first pull. And we look for, is that an area that price struggled with? It did right here, but really not too much. The struggle is right here. That looks like the struggle. So, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, I'd say more like that. Right, because you got a ton of resistance right here. You use it as support right here. This is all resistance, and then you smash down through it. So we'll have to say that zone, right? So in other words, what we're looking for, first, we can't go any lower. This has to be our bottom, all right? When we push up, we want to cross over our 7 and 9. We'd like to have those guys as support. We want to be able to push and break our level and then go long. First stop, we want to get over your original fail, all right, which is that guy. Target areas, you take off the bigger move. Like the bigger move, this whole move. First target, 2095. Look for confluence. It's the 886. Area of accumulation, hesitation during the drop. That's about it. Key area of support on a reversal. It's good. It's good. That's the first target area. Now, what we've seen is, right, after we cross our magic line, we've seen a pretty intense buying period. You typically hit that 1618 fairly quick. This is a little bit more strung out than the last few. So I have to put some consideration into that to make this at least digestible. We want to put our swing fail here. All right, because we're not doing anything with it over here. Right? Price came up and reversed down, right? That's technically where it goes. But sometimes you just got to like use your vision, right? Resistance, resistance, resistance. This makes sense. Okay? When I get up over that in this zone, then I feel okay with support from the 7 and the 9. Then I feel okay to go long. I'm in my cautionary period here. That's this trading. Okay, that whole zone. And the goal is the 1618. Doesn't look bad. It doesn't look as good as the others, but it doesn't look bad. Let's put it that way. This is key that you hold that because you're like almost a double bottom. So that's pretty important. Let's see what else we got. Fired short. Not good. Not good. Momentum to the downside. Very much so to the downside. MACD flipped. Bearish. MACD signal. Bearish. RSI. Bearish. All right, so we talk about not jumping into trades too early, right? Practicing patience. And I know it's super hard to do. But like you want to buy it now, right? Because you want to get in the trade a little early, right? That's a couple more % gains. Or every signal in the world is telling you to go short, just hold off. Just wait. Because just like here and here, all right, or here, 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 and here, where this whole thing could have played out, you made another lower low. Right? You need confirmation that this is a reversal. And you don't have it. You just don't have it. So jumping into this one right now would be a big mistake. You want to wait. Confirmation that you have flipped. Get support from your EMAs. All right? Local price action. Get support from those. push up, cross the threshold, get out of your swing fail, flip it to support, and then you can get in. All right? Even if you got in at the top over here, even if you got in over by your 50, which is just going to be more resistance anyway, and you took it to the 1.6, it's 33%. That's a fantastic play. All right, but you got to be patient with it. All right. Kind of reminds me of RLC. Ooh, I remember RLC. All right, very good. Very good. So the corn's at 91.84, pushing that 92 barrier once again. So very interesting stuff is happening. Yeah, breaks are good, man. Breaks are good. 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 Bang. 4-hour chart. Okay, so things are happening. The foot of the circle K. 4-hour chart is making a run for it. It's trying. It's trying. It's trying. Good looking candle so far for an hour and 17 minutes of trading. Not bad, all things considered. So we'll have to see if it can withstand 95. And then after that, 10. Or 99.48, I should say. And not because of the psychological barrier, but because it is an actual level on the way down. Exactly on the way up. Oh my goodness. Where the... Oh, jeez. What a mistake. What a mistake. I will show you. Right here. 99.48. That's the level. That is the level. Let's see. Yeah. That's where, remember we looked at it yesterday? You had the two big giant spinning tops. Well, I wouldn't really call those spinning tops. They were just massive indecision candles. Yep. That is the next big level, right? Of course, you got a level right where we're at right now, right here. That was an area of resistance. Yet another area of resistance right here, but I'm pretty sure we should have killed that by now, right? 85.11. Yeah, so we shall see what happens over the next 22 and a half hours. All right. Good. Everybody, thank you. Appreciate your time hanging out with me. Always a good time. Gotta get some rest. Thank you, chickens. Take care, everyone. Wahlberger, get the hell out of here. Jeez, you left before me. Oh, coffee. All right, yes. So that is it. That'll wrap it up for the night. Get rid of that. Save that. Good deal. All right, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate it. The weekly is painted. We'll be back in a week for the weekly. We'll be back tomorrow for the daily. We'll take it from there. Snow, you are welcome. Kyle Miller. Good shit. It's good that shit can be good and be bad. And I'm happy that this is good shit and not bad shit. Bad shit would suck. If you are a father, happy Father's Day. For those still in America before midnight, because then it's invalidated, and then it becomes Monday, so forget about it. And yeah, that's a wrap. So we'll do it again. I want to see you guys on the exchanges, and happy trading.